points in the game.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Jayhawks will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So TCU's offense takes the field for the first time today. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's brought down. A short return to the defense comes out on top with a pick.
First quarter, first drive, first strike delivered, and it's the defense that comes up with the big play. Talking to the defensive coordinator, he felt really good about his pass defense, and he wasn't lying. Interception on the first.
Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Finds the tight end. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Under fire. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Shakes off the defender. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. a tackle. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Touchdown, TCU! He would not be denied. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Scanning the field, it's Addison. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Jayhawks will hustle to the line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided.
He's got it down the left. Lots of running room. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Off play action on first down. He's got it down the right side. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that's exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots on the field and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Addison. Fires to the right. Makes the grab, it's Ellington. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end can be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
From the gun, the running back has it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Jayhawks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They're going to ride this running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Williams. Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Addison. Trying to barrel in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Going for 6. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Quick completion on the out. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. And the Horned Frogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On the run, fires downfield. Intercepted. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, you got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats.
TCU, 14.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Addison. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Kansas!
Touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden you're deep.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. Give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Make sure that one fell incomplete.
3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Makes the catch. It's Williams. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a 1st down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door 1st and goal.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's McCourty. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Makes the grab on the left, and he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Wants to throw again. He's got the back in the middle. Gets away from one, finds room. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! It's a much-needed night for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Ellington. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Addison. Finds his big tight end. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Touchdown, Jayhawks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Secures it at the 30. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly complete. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing. Out
of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24. The Jayhawks want to pick up the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Might be calling a hot route. Now from inside the red zone. Got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the ground with the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable.
Turning it on! Knocked down for the tackle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds a man in the middle. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback just flat, missed him, incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes a connection. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Horned Frogs will try to move the chains on 4th down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They'll run this play from the pistol. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Addison. Might be looking to run. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
This time he's got his man. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. And the Jayhawks headed quickly to the line.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
To the air on 1st down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got it. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On target to the left. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The snap sets up to throw. Trying to bowl his way in. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Kansas.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll open the second half on the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Jayhawks in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They give it to him again. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the Jayhawks will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Fires left. Got him downfield. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. The Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. And the Jayhawks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Flips it out to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and you see they keep creeping the running backs out in the flat right there. He slips them out to the right, gets him the football quickly. But this defense, man, I tell you what, you talk about speed, seeing things, reacting, and going and getting them on the ground. Really nice.
Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk! And they take it in for 6 more points. The AT unit on the field. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Hand off from the shotgun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. A strike downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll go back to the ground. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the deep.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. It's a seam wide open. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Looking for a man. It's Addison. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
TCU 24.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
And the Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Offense changing the play. They'll start this drive with a pass. Working that left side now. Slips one guy, now he's loose. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Addison. Looking to the big tight end. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The Jayhawks are in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Kansas, 76. TCU, 24.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run from the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Unleashes one. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCourty. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Ready, break. Longer.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Addison. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Fires to the big fella. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Gain of 38.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook.
Touchdown, Kansas! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Dumps it off to the flats. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense knows that they're going to have to go horizontal sideline to stop this offense. Nice job rallying to the running back who catches that swing pass out on the perimeter.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Kaiser. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Quarterback making checks. Looking to pass. It's Addison. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Durham. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Snagged in the middle, it's Denson. Open space at the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Yeah, and the fullbacks don't run long routes. Most of the time, you keep those guys short off of a little play action or a run fake. Gets the catch, secures it, gets a little bit of yardage.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Quick completion on the out route, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Horned Frogs are on the move. They'll move the wide receiver. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. It's complete to the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out.
There he goes. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking downfield, it's Banks. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And he had just enough to will that one home. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Back to pass, it's Addison. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Got his man downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. A first down run in the red zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Jayhawks want to crank the tempo. Now the play fake. Now adjusting. Big fella moving. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This one has pretty much been a blow. But they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter.
Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time.
Man, did they catch a break. The wide receiver, you could tell, man, trying to fight for extra yards after the catch. Coughs it up, but what do you know? Bounces right back to him, and he says, yes, please, I will take that.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard to see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take...
It's a fumble on the play. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. And the Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Time is short. Defense still has 3 timeouts, but it's a mountain in front of them, Jesse.
Yeah, the worst-case scenario now for this offense is victory formation, punt, win the game.
No doubt about it. When you're up 2+ possessions, there's no way for the defense to get back in the game.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Addison. He's looking deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, Kansas.
After this, it'll be a wrap.
Here we go.
He wants to change this route. Looking left. A strike downfield. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys. Just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun.